Today I'm with Ash. Ash, how old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
Ash, how long have you been out here in the streets of Phoenix?
About a couple of weeks now.
Had you been out here previously?
Yeah. I've actually been like basically all over the valley, between Phoenix and Mesa.
What high school did you go to?
Mesa High School.
So you're kind of far from Mesa.
Yeah.
But blues are over there too. Country club and area. Do you just go out all over the valley, just kind of with friends, or?
You know, honestly, I'm not even one of those people that do that kind of stuff. Like, I've seen people that do that. I've heard they're all over the valley. People asking, begging. They ask me, thinking I do them. I don't. So that's just me personally. I'm just struggling with some family drama right now.
Okay, so you don't do blues at all?
No.
No G or nothing for you?
Healthy, man. Healthy.
How do you stay away from all that?
Surrounding myself with good people. Honestly, it's temptations here and there, but I want to stay away from that because I feel like it'll bring more negativity into my life. So.
Does your family know that you're out here on the streets?
A couple of my family members do, I feel like. But other than that, I don't know.
Why do you think?
Sometimes, like, I just disappear and they think that I could be out of friends, or just, they don't know. Because sometimes I will be out of friends and then eventually, like, it's time to go home, but in my head it's like, nah, don't go home yet, just because of the drama that's going on.
So basically, family drama is what has you out here.
Yeah.
For a lot
of the family drama, like the thing is, part of the family drama is like physical fights that can happen between me and another adult, or basically I just don't want to create trauma for my little cousins. The trauma that I had as a kid, which was two grown-ups that would go at a fist fight or whatever the case, because that trauma sticks with you until I'll tell you when it ends.
And
it still has it.
That trauma that you're talking about, when I interview people out here, just the majority of people that I interview are numbing that trauma with blues, mainly blues, 90% blues, because they're so cheap. But again, you say you don't do them, and why do you think so many people, especially young people, are doing them? Why do you think it's so attractive to them?
Because I've actually had a couple people tell me why. It numbs them, and it blocks their brain from going to what is known as PTSD, or I think it's, I don't know if they upgraded it, but PTSD, where they have flashbacks of their trauma, like someone getting, like they got beat up, or worse for women out here. But they tell me that the reason they do it is to block off, like, whatever traumatic stress, or, that's what I heard, at least, I try to stay away from it. I mean, I've been tempted just because, like, of their stories telling me that it blocks the trauma, but I just feel like later on it'd bring on more trauma and more hurt for, like, my family. So
you being out here by yourself, there's lots of dangers out here. We were talking earlier, you mentioned, there's men that come out here, kind of predators. They think that because you're out here on the street, they see you as having no worth, and they're able to do whatever they want with you. Doesn't that scare you, that there's people out there?
It scares me more that there's younger people out here. Younger girls, I'm a 23-year-old, but like there's so many younger girls out here. It's like, why are they out here? What is going on in their homes? And what's scary is we all don't know what's going on in their home. Like, those predators could be their family member. You just never know. But for, like, the most part, I stay out here mostly, like, whenever I am here, like I try to protect the younger ones. Like I had what did I say? I had a 12, 13-year-old that I just got home a couple days ago. And that's because like she was having some problems. I don't know exactly the situation, but I was listening to her, and we got her home. I was talking to her mom, and I was telling her that she should go to a rehab center or get her some help with like counseling or something. And we all sat down and talked actually about that.
And so lots of young people that are experiencing trauma or issues at home, they're coming out here to the streets and finding comfort and a little bit of numbing with these pills, you're saying?
Yeah, like what I'm saying is they find the comfort within the people. The people out here, they take care of each other. We got each other's backs because we know everybody's struggle is different. We're all out here because of different reasons. But, you know, most pills, like, the ones that suck is the ones that are pushing the pills onto the people, and that's what it is. People are like, yeah, go ahead and try it. Like, you know, you're not gonna, you're just gonna be like feeling kind of laid back, or like you're just gonna want to sleep. And most people out here are just trying to sleep. But I don't know, honestly. I never got the attraction to it or anything like that, so like it's not, I don't know how to say it, like it's just not my thing.
What does your future look like since you aren't struggling with addiction? You're out here on the streets because you know, family issues, but do you think those issues will be resolved where you will return back home?
Honestly, I don't know. I never know like if it's gonna be resolved right away. Like it's gonna probably take some time. But once I return home, like whenever I'm welcomed back home, like I'm sure like that's when we'll all sit down and talk and figure something out, figure out a system that works for all of us, because it's just a small house with a bunch of us in there right now. But yeah.
Do you have younger siblings?
I'm the only child, but I have younger cousins. My grandparents had adopted them a while back from like, because they're my uncle's kids. But some situation happened and my grandparents had to get involved.
Okay. And when you were younger, what did you want to become as an adult?
I always imagined myself as a nurse or teacher or even a hairdresser.
You probably have a big heart and you care about others. You like taking care of other people?
I like making people smile. If I can make someone smile, it's worth it all to me. Because there's not enough smiles out here. You always see people with a frowny face or just like a face like this, like I give up, I don't care. And it's like you don't want that kind of facial reactions, because it's like too many people give up too soon, and the addictions even make it worse. But
living out here, do you smile more or do you cry more?
It's a in between. For me, like of course, be sad more when you see younger kids, but you know, I think like it humbles me more to be blessed, like whenever, because I know I've got more of an advantage than some of them out here, because I do have some family that will like take me in, you know. But sometimes I just stay out here by choice too, because I want to help others. And how do you help others is you got to understand their situation a little bit. So there was a time where my family wasn't home for like 2-3 months, so I was out here on the streets for those 2-3 months, just because I didn't go with them, like on a vacation thing that they did. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was a vacation thing or something they had to do, but they weren't at the house for like 2-3 months.
So, Ash, I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me. I really appreciate you sharing your story. I really hope that soon you're able to deal with the trauma that hurts you. You sound like you're in pain. I know you want to take care of other people, but you really have to start by taking care of yourself.
I actually started taking care of myself by talking to a counselor on the phone every day. So like the reason it's like sad right now is like it brought we just went through one of the stages, like basically I'm grieving my past self, like what happened to me in the past, and just brought up all that memories, so that's why it's like all emotional right now. But and then just to think like that's probably happening to someone younger, or younger than me, but or the same age as I was back then. It's sad to think that there's so much cruelty, that so much darkness, because there's not enough light. People need to smile more and everything.
Absolutely. And I'm glad to hear that you're not doing blues, but continue to get help, continue to seek therapy, and maybe you can get out of here and start living the dream that you want as far as being a teacher, helping others, okay? I'm gonna hand you a donated blessing bag from one of my subscribers. Her name is Shorty, okay?
Okay.
Can you look to see if those are items that you could use?
Yeah. First, thank you, Shorty, for this. Some snacks. Definitely use that. Hygiene. Yep. Always can use that. Blanket. Sweater. Yeah. Definitely when it's cold out here. How cold it's been getting. Beanie, gloves, socks. Yep. That'll work. Like I said, it gets cold here at night. Some more wipes. Yep, because you always got to clean off stuff too. And then the blanket. Yep.
There's also a little letter. Can you pull out the letter and kind of read it for us really quick?
Yeah. And the envelope says, "You are in my thoughts and prayers." Open this up real quick. Okay. Little Dallas Cowboys kind of card. First, I want to say thank you for accepting this blessing bag. My family and Jean Ann helped me make it for you. I only ask that you do me a favor and say a prayer for me as I battle my struggles with depression, anxiety, and awful thoughts as well. When you can, please pay it forward and bless someone by simply being a friend and helping someone. I hope these items help out a little. Be safe, and please call Art to Go Treatment. We really do care and are praying for you. Love, Shorty.
So,
and then there's a gift card to QT.
Yep.
So.
Here's also a little Valentine.
Thank you,
Yep. Here's a Valentine's baggie from Laura.
Hello, Laura. Thank you for all the goodies that are in here.
Bunch of little snacks, right?
Yeah. Always can use that.
Here's a box of Narcan you can hand out to your friends, okay? Or if you see them in trouble.
I'd rather keep this because I actually had someone overdose and I didn't have nothing, so I had to figure out something. Like, luckily I had someone down the block that had some Narcan, so.
They come in handy?
Yes.
I'm also gonna give you my card with my number on it, okay? If you ever need a ride to a therapist or have somebody to talk to, please reach out to me, okay?
Okay.
So Ash, thank you very much. Stay safe. We'll talk soon, okay?
All right, sounds good.